National 5 Maths Practice Paper I, question 3. Now in this question, all we have to do is to find the value of k. Now k lies on this parabola here somewhere. So what we're going to have to do is, well, we've got the x value is -3, and finding the y value, we're just going to substitute -3 into the equation of the parabola. And the equation of the parabola is y equals -x squared. So -3k, that's my x, that's my y. So therefore, subbing it in, y equals -x squared. Well, y is just k, so I'm going to put k down here, equals negative. Now x is -3, so I'm going to put that in a bracket because I'm substituting that in place of the x, and I'm going to square it. Now, if you square a negative, you get a positive number. So -3 squared is +9. We've got the negative outside of the bracket, so that gives you the answer of -9. So the coordinate therefore is -3, -9. Now in question 4, we've got a capsule and we've got to calculate its volume. So in order to do that, you've got to split it into a couple of pieces. You've got the hemisphere and a hemisphere. Those go together to make just one big sphere. And you've also got this cylinder in the middle. So we're going to work out the volume of the sphere and the volume of the cylinder, and we're going to add those things together. So the volume of the sphere, so I'll put Vs, is 4/3 pi r cubed. So the only thing we need to work out here to sub it in is the radius. Now, this bit can be a bit tricky. We can see that the whole capsule is 23 in length, whereas the cylindrical part, this bit here, is only 15. So if we do 23 subtract 15, that gives us 8 millimeters. Now 8 millimeters is this bit added to this bit. So half of 8 has to be 4. So that has to be 4, and that has to be 4. Well, the radius of a sphere is from the centre to the edge, so the radius has to be 4. So it's 4/3 times pi times 4 cubed, and that gives us the volume of our sphere. So when we type all that in, you'll get 268.1 cubic millimeters. Okay, now what we need to do now is to find the volume of the cylinder. Well, we can see what the length of the cylinder is. This is a radius of a sphere here is 4. Well, that's also a radius of a sphere, so that has to be 4 as well. So the cylinder's got a radius of 4. Now to find the volume of a cylinder is pi r squared h, where h is the height, but you can also call it the length depending on which way up your cylinder is. So that is your h there, your length there, 15. So the volume is pi times 4 squared times 15, and that comes to 754 cubic millimeters. So what we've got now, overall, 268.1 plus 754. So your volume, the total volume, is the volume of the sphere plus the volume of the cylinder. So 268.1 plus 754, and that is 1022.1 cubic millimeters. It's always good to check to see if it says anything about rounding. It doesn't tell us to give it in liters or anything. So just leaving in, or not liters, sorry, in meters or whatever. So we can just leave it as cubic millimeters.